Greetings all, I'd like to do a review on this watch. Now the watch in question is actually called a Barbos. Now it comes in this metal case. I actually removed the watch prior to starting this video. Now Barbos is a German company. This specific watch, the model name is Stingray. It's a diver's watch. It's actually 500 meters water resistance. It's an automatic Miyota 8215 movement, 21 joules. Now it is actually luminous, the lume on this watch. The markings on the watch around the edges and the hands and the end of the second hand, they all lume. Now it's not the best of looms, but you know it does hold out for a little while. I did test it recently and it lasted for around 20 minutes, half hour-ish. So it's not brilliant really, but it did last for a while. Now the crown is screw down crown, so that's good for water safety. On the end of the crown it's actually got the Barbos logo printed on. And I believe it says 500 meters water resistance on it as well. Now the watch size is actually 46 millimeters across, and the thickness is 16 millimeters thick, so it's quite a thick watch. Now material is actually made out of stainless steel, brushed stainless steel, 316L. Now the brushing does brush downwards on the actual body of the watch itself. On the bezel it actually brushes around the diameter of the bezel. Now the bezel rotates unidirectional, so it goes round anti-clockwise. Now it's quite a firm bezel, it is quite firm to turn. Not terribly hard, but definitely not loose as well. But I like the feel of it because it feels like it wouldn't knock very easily, like with some bezels, the slightest knock and they just move out of sync. So it does turn quite nicely without any real effort. Now the rubber is actually made out of silicone rubber, or the band I should say, the band's made out of silicone rubber. The end of the buckle there, it actually says Barbos. Now the back casing is screw down. It's also got some information on the back, a name of the watch and a little bit of information. It does mention that it's stainless steel and that the watch is 500 meters water resistance. Now the glass on the front is actually a form of mineral crystal, so it's said to be scratch proof, or in some cases scratch resistance. Now this watch is quite a heavy watch. It actually weighs in at 172 grams, and that's quite heavy for a watch. Now I'll try it on so you can get an idea of how it looks on. It's a big watch, but it does feel very comfortable on. Alright, it's high. I mean, 16 millimeters is quite high, so it's tall. Width-wise anyway, depth. But it does feel very comfortable on. It doesn't feel so big and hefty as it may seem. And as I mentioned earlier, 172 grams. You know, it doesn't feel so heavy on, so surprisingly. The strap being silicone does make it very comfortable as well, very soft. Now I personally think it's a good looking watch. Everything's marked out very reasonably clearly. Everything's pretty much aligned. I think it's a good looking watch. Now whether I recommend it, do I recommend it? Yes, definitely, I do like it. Yeah, it's a well-built watch, very nice face, nicely marked out. Yes, I would recommend it. So thanks everyone for watching. Bye bye.